Beloved chosen ones. It's no accident that you've encountered this message right now. Do you believe in divine timing? Because you, dear chosen one, were meant to hear these words today. Every trial you've endured, every tear you've cried in the quiet of the night, and every prayer you've whispered into the stillness has led you here. Can you feel it? The very atmosphere around you is shifting. What seemed impossible yesterday now feels strangely within reach. You've faced battles that many would shy away from, endured hardships that tested your faith, and questioned whether brighter days would ever come. Yet, what if I told you that every struggle was not meant to defeat you but to prepare you for a victory so extraordinary that it will leave everyone speechless? Take a moment now to reflect on this. Could all the pain, setbacks, and loneliness have been part of God's intricate plan to prepare you for this breakthrough? Every dark night, every heavy burden, shaped the strength and faith within you. These experiences were not without purpose. They were the fires that refined your spirit, making you ready to receive the blessings about to unfold. The answers you've been seeking are closer than you think. This moment, this message, is a divine nudge reminding you that your time for transformation is here and now. As we begin this journey, let me pause to express my deepest gratitude for this community of faith. To those who've left comments, shared these messages, or supported this mission, your acts of generosity and unwavering belief are a beacon of hope. Together, we are part of something far greater than ourselves, lighting the way for others who walk similar paths. If this resonates with your spirit, declare your readiness by commenting 999 below. Imagine what a simple act of faith like this could signify. It might just be the first step toward the breakthrough you've prayed for. Now, consider this. Could it be that your struggles were never meant to define you but rather to elevate you? What if your greatest challenges were simply preparing you for blessings so profound they could only come from God? Stay with me, for in the moments ahead, we'll uncover the profound truths behind your journey. We'll delve into why your victory isn't just on the horizon, it's already here, waiting for you to claim it. This is your moment, chosen one, to step boldly into a new chapter. A chapter filled with the life-changing power of God's promises. Every storm in your life carried a purpose. Every trial had a divine expiration date. The struggles you've endured, the mountains you've climbed, and the endless nights you've spent questioning your path, none of it was random or meaningless. These moments were part of a divine plan to mold you, to refine your spirit like gold in the fire. As difficult as this season may have been, it was never meant to break you. It was orchestrated to prepare you for something extraordinary. And now, that season of hardship is ending. Have you begun to sense a shift in the atmosphere? The weight that once felt unbearable on your shoulders is now lifting. Perhaps areas of your life that felt stagnant are beginning to show signs of movement. Relationships that once drained your spirit are dissolving. And in their place, you find connections that uplift and encourage you. Doors that once seemed sealed shut are beginning to open, revealing glimpses of new opportunities. Does this all feel like a coincidence? It's not. These are divine signals. God's way of showing you that the chapter of struggle is closing, making room for a season filled with joy, abundance, and purpose. This transformation might feel surreal after dwelling so long in survival mode. The idea of stepping into peace and ease might seem foreign, even overwhelming. But this is your new reality, a gift carefully prepared for you by the hands of the Almighty. The words of Isaiah 61 verse 3 remind us, He bestows a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. Each tear you've cried, every moment of doubt, And every sleepless night was a chisel shaping you into the person you are today. Take a moment to consider how far you've come. Reflect on the strength that has been built within you, the wisdom gained, and the faith fortified. You've been molded and equipped in ways you never imagined. With this new strength, what challenges will you now face with confidence? How will the lessons you've learned become blessings to others? As you stand at this turning point, remember, you are no longer a victim of circumstance. You are victorious. You are stepping boldly into God's promise, where the pain of yesterday becomes the fuel for tomorrow's triumphs. This is not just the end of a difficult season, it is the beginning of your destiny. Reflect on who you were when this challenging cycle began. Can you even recognize that person anymore? You've grown in ways that are nothing short of miraculous. You've shed the layers of doubt and fear, revealing the strength, faith, and courage that have always been within you. Now, you are ready to embrace the life that God has prepared for you. Chosen one. The storm has passed, and the dawn is here. Your struggles have not been in vain. They've prepared you for a season of victory, joy, and divine purpose. Step boldly into this new chapter, for the blessings you've prayed for are already unfolding. Trust this transition. It's not just the end of an old cycle, it's the beginning of something extraordinary. You've changed. Chosen one. The version of yourself that stands here today is not the same as the one who began this journey. The trials you faced compelled you to reach depths within your soul that you never thought existed. They pushed you to discover patience in seasons of waiting when answers were nowhere to be found. They required you to summon strength when giving up seemed like the only option. And they opened your eyes to your immeasurable worth, a value that no hardship could ever diminish. This is not merely the end of a difficult season, it's a profound transformation. A shift so powerful that it has redefined who you are. The pain you endured was never wasted. It is being transformed into purpose. Just as Romans 8 verse 28 reminds us, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. The challenges that once seemed insurmountable, like walls too high to scale, have become stepping stones. They are propelling you toward your higher calling, a purpose greater than anything you've imagined. These trials did not defeat you, they refined you. They shaped you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Can you feel the shift within you? As if a new chapter is opening right before your eyes. The universe, God's intricate masterpiece, has been orchestrating every step of your journey. It has witnessed your perseverance in moments when no one else could see, heard your whispered prayers when all seemed lost, and felt the quiet strength you held on to when despair knocked at your door. And now, in a beautiful display of divine faithfulness, those prayers are being answered in ways far beyond what you could have hoped for. What does it feel like to see the seeds of faith you planted begin to bloom? This is not just the end of a struggle, it's the dawn of a new era in your life. An era marked by freedom, joy, and an open invitation to step fully into your purpose. Have you noticed the signs? The synchronicities, the unexpected blessings, and the calm that is now replacing the chaos? These are not mere coincidences. They are divine confirmations. Gentle reminders that the storm has passed and the skies are clearing. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 assures us, "For I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Do you believe that this promise is being fulfilled for you right now? Embrace this season of renewal, for it is a gift born from your endurance. This is your moment to shed the weight of the past. Step boldly into the abundance waiting for you, and celebrate the beauty of what lies ahead. Your journey has prepared you. Chosen one. What awaits you is far greater than anything you've ever dreamed of. Are you ready to fully receive it? As you step into this new chapter, take a moment to reflect deeply on the trials that brought you here. Pain, though difficult to endure, is often one of life's greatest teachers. Each hardship, every setback, and even the tears that felt endless had a purpose far greater than the suffering itself. These moments were not random or meaningless. They were intentional, carefully orchestrated to shape you into the extraordinary person you were always meant to become. It wasn't easy, and at times it may not have seemed fair, but it was absolutely essential for your growth and elevation. Think about the lessons hidden within your pain. Did you discover a strength you never knew you had? Did you learn to set boundaries where you once allowed others to overstep? Perhaps you began to see your worth more clearly, valuing yourself the way God values you. Maybe you found your voice, learned to trust your intuition, or realized the importance of saying no to things that no longer aligned with your purpose. These lessons are not trivial, they are transformative. The trials you endured were never meant to destroy you. They were designed to equip you, to fortify you, and to prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. Sometimes, God allows us to walk through seasons of pain and uncertainty because He is preparing us for a purpose we cannot yet see. As Romans 5 verses 3-4 reminds us, we glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and character, hope. Can you see how much resilience you've built through these trials? The struggles stripped away what no longer served you, even though it often felt like unbearable loss. Yet in that stripping away, you gained clarity, patience, and the strength to withstand future challenges. Without these trials, would you truly be ready for the blessings that are now on their way? The beauty of this process lies in how God has taken every piece of your pain and woven it into a tapestry of purpose. Each moment of suffering, each tear shed in solitude, has been redeemed. Your perseverance has not gone unnoticed. It has prepared you for this exact moment, a moment where you step out of the shadows of your past and into the light of your purpose. The transformation is undeniable, and the promise is clear: you were never meant to simply survive, you were meant to thrive. This is your season of breakthrough. Chosen one. Embrace it with gratitude, knowing that every step of your journey has led you here. The trials you've faced have refined you, and the lessons you've learned have equipped you. What lies ahead is not just a continuation of your journey but a new beginning filled with divine purpose and unimaginable blessings. Are you ready to claim it? This is your time. Step boldly into the life that God has prepared for you. Nothing you have endured has been wasted. Every lesson learned, every scar earned, has become a foundation for the abundant life God is calling you into. The pain you experienced was never a punishment, it was preparation. As you stand on the threshold of a new chapter, take a moment to reflect on how the wisdom you've gained will guide your next steps. Consider how the boundaries you've established will protect your peace and how the strength you've discovered will empower you to embrace new opportunities. Trust that everything you've experienced was an essential part of your transformation. The pain may have seemed endless, but it served as a catalyst, propelling you into a version of yourself that is now ready to receive and steward the blessings ahead. Remember God's promise in Isaiah 61 verse 7, instead of your shame, you will receive a double portion. And instead of disgrace, you will rejoice in your inheritance. Can you feel the weight of that promise? The trials may have ended, but their lessons remain with you, carrying you forward into a season of joy, abundance, and fulfillment. This is your moment to rise, stronger and wiser than ever before. As the energy around you begins to shift, chosen one, the universe will start to reveal unmistakable signs that your life is moving in a new, Divine direction. These signs may seem subtle at first. But as you tune in, their significance becomes undeniable. Have you been noticing repeating numbers like 111, 444, or 777? These patterns are not random, they are divine messages. Symbols of alignment with a higher calling. Perhaps unexpected opportunities are starting to surface. Or a newfound sense of calm is replacing the chaos that once surrounded you. These whispers of transformation gently nudge you toward your destiny. You may also notice that certain relationships or situations are naturally falling away. While this might initially feel like a loss, it is, in truth, the universe clearing space for what is meant to come. John 15 verse 2 reminds us, "He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful." Letting go can be a painful process, but it is necessary for growth. The connections and circumstances that are being removed were not aligned with your purpose. Do you feel the freedom and lightness that come with releasing what no longer serves you? During this season, your intuition will become sharper, almost like an internal compass guiding you toward your next steps. Pay close attention to the quiet whispers of your heart and those gut feelings that often know the truth before your mind catches up. Perhaps you feel drawn to new places, people, or opportunities that resonate deeply with your soul's journey. These are not coincidences, they are divine appointments. How often do we dismiss these intuitive nudges, only to later realize they were leading us exactly where we needed to be? Trust these feelings, even when they defy logic or reason. Proverbs 3 verse 5 reminds us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. The universe is speaking to you in ways words cannot fully capture, affirming that you are indeed on the right path. Every sign you encounter is both a confirmation of your alignment and an invitation to step boldly into this new reality. Take this time to remain present and open. Look for synchronicities, the little miracles that remind you life is working in your favor. When an opportunity arises out of nowhere or a sense of peace washes over you in the middle of uncertainty, embrace it with gratitude. These signs are not just random occurrences, they are sacred evidence that transformation is unfolding in your life. Chosen one. These signs are more than confirmations of what is happening, they are glimpses of what lies ahead. They are the universe's way of calling you into your purpose, asking you to trust the process, even when the path feels unclear. Are you ready to accept this invitation and step fully into the life that awaits you? Each sign is a promise of the beautiful reality you are stepping into, a reality filled with abundance, purpose, and divine alignment. To fully step into this season of renewal, chosen one, you must master the sacred art of release. The pain of past wounds, lingering regrets, and the endless what-ifs that replay in your mind must now be laid to rest. The stories you've told yourself about how things might have been different must no longer hold power over you. These experiences, though painful, were not without purpose. They served as powerful teachers, imparting lessons that forged your resilience and wisdom. Yet, their season in your life is over. It's time to open your hands and let them go, creating room for the extraordinary blessings poised to flow into your life. The act of release may feel daunting, but it is a divine act of faith. By letting go, you are signaling your readiness to embrace what God has prepared for you. The beauty of this process lies in its transformative power. As you release the old, you make space for the new, a new chapter, a new purpose, and a new version of yourself that is aligned with God's perfect plan. This is your moment. Chosen one. Step boldly into the abundance waiting for you. Trust the signs, honor the lessons, and embrace the transformation. What lies ahead is greater than anything you've left behind. This is not just the end of a chapter, it's the beginning of a life filled with divine purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Are you ready to claim it? The time is now. Step forward and step into your destiny. Letting go is an act of profound faith. And though it is sacred, it is far from easy. Releasing the familiar, even when it no longer serves you, demands immense courage. There's a peculiar comfort in clinging to the known, even if it weighs you down. Yet, consider the wisdom of Hebrews 12 verse 1, which urges us to throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. How can you run toward your divine purpose while carrying the weight of old pain and outdated stories? This is your moment to release those burdens. Imagine letting go of the habits, patterns, and narratives that tether you to a version of yourself that no longer exists. What would it feel like to finally shed the chains of self-doubt and regret? As you begin this sacred process of release, you'll notice an extraordinary transformation unfolding within you. The heaviness that once consumed your spirit will start to lift. Those burdens you thought were immovable will dissolve as if swept away by a divine hand. In their place, clarity will replace confusion, and peace will take the place of turmoil. Can you imagine stepping into each day unencumbered, with a heart light enough to embrace the boundless possibilities God has in store for you? Isaiah 43 verses 18 to 19 offers reassurance. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? The past has fulfilled its purpose, it has prepared you for this very moment. By letting go, you are not dismissing the significance of your experiences but honoring them for the role they played in your growth while allowing yourself the freedom to move forward. Picture your life as a garden. How can new seeds of abundance and joy take root if the soil remains cluttered with old debris? This act of release creates the fertile ground necessary for your future. The process of letting go may feel uncertain and uncomfortable, but it is through this surrender that you will find liberation. What once felt impossible will now seem within reach, simply because you've cleared the path for it. Are you ready to release what no longer serves you and step boldly into the life God has prepared for you? Trust that as you let go, the blessings coming your way will not only fill the empty spaces but will overflow with abundance and purpose. Letting go, dear chosen one, is not about loss, it's about creation. By releasing what no longer serves you, you are not leaving behind an empty space. Instead, you are opening a door to blessings, opportunities, and connections that are perfectly aligned with the person you are becoming. This sacred act requires trust in yourself, trust in divine timing, and trust that as you release pain, regrets, and outdated relationships, you are making room for joy, love, and abundance. Can you feel the freedom that comes from believing that what lies ahead is far greater than anything you've left behind? Releasing what no longer serves you is an act of faith. It's trusting that relationships you've outgrown will be replaced by those that uplift and inspire you. It's knowing that the opportunities you lost weren't part of God's plan for you and believing that what's coming is immeasurably greater than anything you could have imagined. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 assures us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." How comforting is it to know that God doesn't take away without preparing to give back in abundance. The process of letting go may feel unsettling at first. You might question your choices or worry about what lies ahead. But remember, chosen one, growth rarely feels comfortable. It stretches you, pulling you out of your comfort zone and into your greatest potential. Just as a seed must break open to sprout, you too must endure moments of discomfort to step fully into your purpose. Isn't it remarkable how the moments that stretch us the most often bring us closest to our dreams? Each step you take in letting go is a step toward the life you've been longing for. This is not about forgetting the past but about honoring it for the role it played while choosing not to let it define you. Letting go is an act of self-love. It's a bold declaration that you refuse to carry burdens that weigh you down any longer. It's a commitment to your own peace, joy, and alignment, a statement that you are ready to prioritize the life you deserve over the comfort of the familiar. As you release the old, you send a powerful message to the universe: I am ready. I trust in your plan. This is not an act of surrender to emptiness but an act of creation. The space you clear becomes fertile ground for new beginnings. Think of this as a divine exchange. By releasing the pain and regrets of the past, you are planting seeds of possibility. These seeds will grow into a harvest of blessings that align perfectly with your soul's journey. Can you feel the shift within you as you take this leap of faith? The act of letting go may not be easy, but it is necessary. Each release is a step closer to the abundant life God has planned for you. One filled with joy, purpose, and divine alignment. Trust the process. Chosen one. The best is yet to come. Blossom into the most beautiful expressions of your dreams and desires. Chosen one. This process, though challenging, is inherently hopeful and creative. Trust in the wisdom of God's plan. For the relationships, opportunities, and experiences leaving your life have fulfilled their purpose. They are not mere losses but transitions, clearing the way for something far greater. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 reminds us, to everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under heaven. This moment is not just about letting go, it's a moment of profound rebirth. You are stepping into a season where your life will reflect the highest version of yourself, the person God has always known you could be. Embrace this transformation with open arms and an open heart. Trust that the best is yet to come. And as you release the old, you are creating space for unimaginable joy and abundance. This is your opportunity to begin anew. What will you do with this fresh start? How will you embrace the life you've been destined to live? The answers are already unfolding. And they are more beautiful than anything you could have ever dreamed. Faith, dear chosen one, has been the unshakable anchor in the storm of your journey. Through the darkest nights, when the path seemed obscured by doubt and fear, it was faith that sustained you. You held on to the hope that transformation was possible. And that hope, that faith, was never misplaced. It was the quiet yet powerful force that kept you moving forward, aligning your heart and mind with the promise of renewal. Faith is not just believing in something greater than yourself, it's trusting that you are part of that greatness. It's trusting that within you lies the strength, wisdom, and resilience to overcome any obstacle. Do you see now how every step you've taken, even the ones clouded by uncertainty, has been divinely orchestrated to bring you to this very point? As you step into this new season, let faith continue to guide you. Trust that the universe, God's creation, has a plan for you, even when the entire picture isn't yet revealed. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 encourages us, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Reflect on how often delays and detours in your life have led to something greater than you imagined. Those moments weren't setbacks, they were preparations, each one shaping you for this breakthrough. Faith is not a passive feeling. It is an active choice, a choice to believe in the good that is yet to come, even when circumstances seem bleak. It's choosing to trust that every closed door was a redirection toward a better one and every unanswered prayer was a blessing in disguise. Think about the power of faith you've already witnessed in your life. Recall the times when you thought you couldn't go on. Yet somehow you did. Remember the moments when grace appeared just when you needed it most. Weren't these instances proof of something greater at work? As you move forward, let faith be your compass. Trust not only in God's plan but in your ability to navigate whatever lies ahead. Imagine the freedom of knowing that you don't need to have all the answers right now because your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. How would your life change if you truly believed that every trial, every tear, and every triumph was leading you closer to the blessings destined for you? Faith also requires surrender. It's trusting that the best is yet to come, even when you can't yet see it. Consider the words of Jeremiah 17 verses 7-8, "Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes, its leaves are always green." This kind of faith is a source of nourishment and strength. It grounds you, giving you resilience in the face of adversity and hope in the face of uncertainty. This surrender is not about giving up, it's about giving over, handing over your fears, doubts, and need for control to a power far greater than yourself. It's an act of trust that says, "I believe in the goodness of God's plan, even when I don't fully understand it." In doing so, you free yourself from the burdens of worry and open yourself to the abundance that awaits. Letting go of what no longer serves you is an act of faith in itself. It's trusting that the relationships you've outgrown will be replaced by those that uplift and inspire you. It's knowing that the opportunities you've lost weren't part of God's plan and believing that what's coming is immeasurably greater than what's been left behind. Each step of faith you take is a declaration that you are ready for the life God has prepared for you. Faith invites you to see the beauty in the journey, even when it's hard. It asks you to trust that the challenges you've faced have not been in vain. They have strengthened you, prepared you, and positioned you for the blessings ahead. As you walk in faith, you align yourself with the divine purpose that has been set before you. Each day becomes an opportunity to grow, to trust, and to embrace the incredible plans God has for you. Chosen one, this is your season to blossom. Your dreams and desires are taking root and preparing to flourish in ways that will exceed your imagination. Trust in the wisdom of God's timing. Know that every delay has been a preparation, every challenge a lesson, and every moment of faith a seed planted in the soil of your future. The best is truly yet to come. Embrace it with a heart full of faith and a spirit ready to receive all that God has in store for you. Remain grounded and flourishing, even in the face of uncertainty. You've already shown the extraordinary power of faith. Chosen one, it was faith that carried you through the storms. And it is faith that will now lead you into this next chapter. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, that God is orchestrating all things for your good. What will you do with this unshakable foundation of faith? How will it shape your decisions, your actions, and your perspective as you embrace this season of abundance and renewal? Faith is not just the bridge that brought you here, it's the wings that will carry you forward. Step boldly into the life that awaits, knowing that you are held, guided, and deeply loved. The best is yet to come, and you are ready to receive it. The storm has passed, and the dawn of a new season is here. As the light begins to illuminate your path, you are stepping into a time of abundance so extraordinary it feels almost surreal. This is not a fleeting moment of relief, it is the culmination of everything you have endured and fought to hold on to. Every tear you shed, every step you took when the journey felt impossible, and every ounce of faith you clung to in the darkness has led you to this divine reward. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has been orchestrating this chapter just for you. And now the moment has arrived for you to embrace it fully. The trials you faced were never meant to break you, they were meant to transform you. They shook you out of your comfort zone, stripped away illusions, and aligned you with the highest version of yourself. James 1 verse 12 reminds us, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him." Every challenge you overcame was a step toward the blessings now ready to flow into your life. The pain, though difficult, was preparing you for this abundance. The strength you've gained, the resilience you've built, and the lessons you've learned have all equipped you to receive these blessings. Would you have been ready for this moment without the fire that refined you? Every struggle that once seemed insurmountable has become the foundation for your new reality. Nothing was wasted, every experience served its purpose, paving the way for the fulfillment you are about to embrace. Now, as this season of abundance unfolds, it's time to shift your mindset. You are no longer striving to survive, you are stepping into a life where thriving is your new normal. Can you open your heart fully to receive what you deserve? This abundance is not something to chase or force, it is already aligned with you. Deuteronomy 28 verse 12 assures us, "The Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of his bounty, to send rain on your land in season and to bless all the work of your hands." How will you step into this promise, knowing that the blessings before you are both earned and divinely appointed? This chapter is also a call to gratitude. As you begin to experience the fruits of your faith and perseverance, take time to reflect on the journey that brought you here. Gratitude will magnify your blessings and deepen your connection to the divine. What are you most thankful for in this moment? How has your faith carried you, even when the way forward seemed unclear? Chosen one, this is your time. The abundance flowing into your life is not merely material, it is spiritual, emotional, and deeply fulfilling. It's the relationships that uplift you, the opportunities that align with your purpose, and the peace that surpasses all understanding. Let this new season remind you of Isaiah 60 verse 1, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." Your light is shining brighter than ever, and the universe is responding with overflowing blessings. Embrace this moment with an open heart and a spirit of joy. Trust that what is coming into your life is not just enough, it's more than enough. You are stepping into a reality that reflects your highest self and aligns perfectly with your divine purpose. This is not just the dawn of abundance, it is the beginning of a life filled with endless possibilities, love, and joy. The question is not whether you deserve this abundance, you do. The question is how fully you will allow yourself to receive it. Are you ready to claim the abundance that has always been waiting for you? True abundance, chosen one, is far more than material wealth or visible achievements. It is a profound sense of inner peace, a deep well of fulfillment, and a life that aligns perfectly with your soul's highest calling. This abundance is your birthright, and it is here, ready for you to embrace it. Think back to the storms you've weathered, the moments when the path seemed lost, and the nights when hope felt distant. Those experiences were not in vain, they were the soil in which your faith took root and grew strong. Now, those roots have blossomed into a harvest of blessings. The dawn of this new season is not just an external shift, it is an internal transformation. You are stepping into a chapter where abundance becomes your way of being, where joy is not a fleeting emotion but a lasting state of grace. As you walk forward, remember that this abundance is not about accumulation, it's about alignment. It's about living in harmony with your divine purpose, embracing the relationships, opportunities, and experiences that resonate with your highest self. Each blessing is a reflection of God's unwavering faithfulness, a reminder that every step of your journey was guided by His hand. The time has come to embrace your abundance fully, Trust in the process. Trust in the timing. And trust in the boundless love that has brought you here. This is your moment. Chosen one. Step boldly into the life you were created to live. And know that the best is yet to come. As you step into this new chapter. Chosen one. The opportunities before you resonate deeply with your spirit. You are surrounded by connections that uplift and inspire you. Relationships that not only recognize your value but cherish your energy and contribute to your joy and growth. These moments of connection create a richness in life that transcends monetary gain. This is abundance in its truest sense. Have you noticed how areas of your life that once felt stagnant or challenging now seem to flow with remarkable ease? Doors that seemed permanently closed are now swinging open. And opportunities you once dreamed of are arriving without relentless effort. This is the beauty of divine alignment. The universe responding to the energy you've poured out into the world. Your love, kindness, faith, and tireless perseverance are being returned to you, multiplied in ways that defy explanation. This is no coincidence or stroke of luck. As Galatians 6 verse 9 reminds us, let us not become weary in doing good. For at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. What you are experiencing now is that harvest. The result of your unwavering commitment to staying true to your path. The abundance pouring into your life is not accidental, it is the natural result of your alignment with your highest self. A divine reward for your resilience, growth, and faithfulness. As you step into this season of abundance, it is crucial to approach it with open arms and an open heart. Let go of any lingering doubts or fears that whisper you are not ready or unworthy of these blessings. Trust in the work you've done and in the person you've become. Remember Ephesians 3 verse 20. Which promises, God is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. The blessings before you are evidence that you are fully prepared for this moment. Can you feel the weight of that affirmation? Abundance also calls for gratitude. Recognize the journey that brought you here and honor the challenges that refined you. Each struggle was a stepping stone. Each delay a lesson in patience. And each closed door a redirection towards something greater. The ease you are now experiencing is not just a blessing, it is the fruit of every seed you've planted. Watered by your faith and resilience. This is your moment to bask in the abundance that has always been meant for you. Trust that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. How will you step fully into this season? Free of fear and hesitation? Will you allow yourself to embrace the joy, fulfillment, and peace that have been waiting for you? This is your time. The universe has conspired to align every detail in your favor. And the blessings you are receiving now are only the beginning. Open your heart. Release your doubts. And step boldly into the life you've always been destined to live. As you enter this new chapter, let this truth guide you: abundance is not meant to be hoarded, it is meant to flow. The blessings pouring into your life are not just for you to enjoy, but for you to share, creating ripples that uplift and inspire those around you. When you receive with gratitude and give with generosity, you become a vessel through which abundance continues to circulate. This act of sharing not only blesses others but ensures the cycle of prosperity remains alive in your own life. Luke 6 verse 38 reminds us, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap." Chosen one. This is your time. Every storm you weathered, every obstacle you overcame, and every moment of faith you clung to has brought you to this point. You have shown the universe and yourself that you are strong, capable, and deserving of the life you've been dreaming of. Reflect for a moment on all that you've endured and how it has shaped you. Doesn't this abundance feel even more meaningful knowing the journey it took to get here? Embrace this season of abundance with confidence, knowing it is not just a reward for your perseverance, it is your birthright. You were always meant to experience the fullness of joy, peace, and fulfillment. Sometimes the path was hard to see, but even in your darkest moments, the universe was working in your favor, aligning every detail to bring you to this very moment. Romans 8 verse 28 reassures us. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. How can you trust even more deeply now, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should? Let this new chapter fill you with gratitude and a renewed sense of purpose. Each step you take forward is a testament to the strength you've gained and the faith that carried you through. This is your time to thrive. Step into it fully, with an open heart and unwavering confidence. As you step into this season of unimaginable blessings, chosen one, ask yourself how you will use these gifts to further your divine purpose. How will your abundance create opportunities for others to rise and thrive alongside you? Remember, this is only the beginning. The blessings you are walking into now are not the final destination but the foundation for even greater things to come. With each act of generosity and every moment of gratitude, you align yourself more deeply with the flow of divine abundance. Trust that the universe is conspiring to elevate you further. Take each step forward with joy, faith, and the unshakable knowledge that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The light on your path is brighter than ever, and the future ahead is filled with promise. Embrace it with open arms and an open heart, knowing that this season of blessings is just the beginning of something extraordinary. How will you honor this gift? What will you create with it? The possibilities are limitless, and the journey ahead is yours to shape. The long night has passed, and the dawn of a new reality is here. You have reached the end of the struggles that once defined your days. Now it's time to step forward with unwavering confidence. This is your moment to shine, to claim your power unapologetically, and to live the life you have always known was meant for you. The lessons you've learned, the strength you've cultivated, and the resilience you've built are not just remnants of the past, they are the tools that will guide you as you step boldly into this extraordinary chapter. This is more than the end of a difficult season, it's the beginning of something extraordinary. You are no longer shaped by the struggles that once weighed you down. Instead, you are defined by how you rose above them, turned adversity into purpose, and transformed challenges into stepping stones. Consider the words of 2 Corinthians 4 verse 17, which remind us, "For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all." Every pain you endured has prepared you for this season of triumph. Do you see how far you've come? Your journey stands as proof of your greatness. The strength you've demonstrated, the faith you've held on to, and the transformation you've undergone are a testament to the person you were always destined to become. The universe has taken notice and is now responding with blessings tailored for you. Can you feel the shift? Can you sense that this new chapter is not just an ending but a launching pad for your wildest dreams? As you move forward, keep your heart open to new possibilities and your mind focused on the vision of your highest self. The worst is behind you. Chosen one. Now is the time to dream even bigger. To imagine a future overflowing with abundance, joy, and purpose. This is not the time to play small or to doubt your readiness. You've proven to yourself and the universe that you are capable, deserving, and prepared for the greatness that awaits you. The setbacks you once endured have served their purpose. They were not the final chapters of your story but the foundation for the life you are now stepping into. Like gold refined in fire, you have emerged stronger, wiser, and more radiant than ever before. Isaiah 40 verse 31 offers encouragement, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles, they will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isn't it time to spread your wings and soar into the abundant life that has been waiting for you? Celebrate how far you've come. And don't be afraid to embrace the blessings now unfolding in your life. This is your time. Chosen one. The pain, doubts, and struggles are over. They have refined and prepared you for this moment. What will you create with this newfound freedom and confidence? How will you allow your light to shine even brighter in the world? Step forward boldly. With gratitude in your heart and a vision for all that lies ahead. This is not just the beginning of a new chapter, it's the start of a life that reflects your highest potential. The best is yet to come. Chosen one. And you are ready to receive it. Walk forward not as the person you once were, but as the powerful, resilient, and extraordinary individual you have become. The life you've earned is here, waiting for you to embrace it fully. As we bring this message to a close, let us take a moment to truly embrace the depth of what God is doing in your life. You have endured battles that others could not even comprehend. You've faced storms that seemed endless. And you've walked through valleys where no light seemed to shine. But here's the truth, you were never alone. God was there in every moment, guiding, strengthening, and preparing you for this very day. Every moment of your journey has been orchestrated by God, preparing your heart and strengthening your spirit. The end of your struggle is not merely the conclusion of a painful chapter, it is the beginning of a victorious season crafted uniquely for you as one of God's chosen. This moment marks a turning point in your life. Just as Joseph moved from the pit to the palace, your trials are transforming into powerful testimonies. God is about to elevate you in ways that will leave both you and those around you in awe. Remember the promise in Romans 8 verse 28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. This assurance reminds us that nothing you have faced will be wasted. Every struggle, every tear, and every trial has been a vital part of your preparation for the blessings that are now on their way. The pain was not in vain, it was refining you, aligning you with the incredible plans God has for your life. If this message has touched your heart, inspired your spirit, or given you hope, I humbly invite you to support this ministry through a super thanks donation. Your generosity allows us to continue sharing messages of faith and encouragement with a world in need. However, if you're not in a position to give, please know that your presence, engagement, and prayers are immeasurable blessings. I am deeply grateful for each of you, whether you give or not, for being part of this journey and allowing these words to be part of your day. Before you go, I encourage you to take a few impactful steps. Please like this video, it helps spread this message to more people who may need it. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future content filled with hope and God's truth. Share your thoughts in the comments below, let us know how this message has spoken to you or how God has been working in your life. Lastly, share this video with someone who might be struggling. Someone who needs the reminder that their battle is almost over. Together, we can spread the light of Christ to more hearts and lives. As you move forward, carry this truth with you, you are not only loved and chosen, but you are also victorious in Christ. Whatever has been holding you back is breaking, whatever has weighed you down is lifting. This is the season where you will rise, not because of your own strength, but because God has ordained it. His hand is upon you. His favor surrounds you. And His love will never fail. Walk boldly into this next chapter, trusting in the one who began a good work in you to carry it on to completion. As promised in Philippians 1 verse 6. May the Lord bless you, guide you, and grant you peace that surpasses all understanding. May His goodness and mercy follow you all the days of your life. And may your heart overflow with joy as you witness His promises coming to pass. Thank you for being part of this message, for your faithfulness, and for seeking God's truth. Until we meet again, may you remain steadfast, encouraged, and wrapped in God's love. Thank you for watching, supporting, and sharing in this journey of faith. Stay blessed, chosen ones. And never forget, you are deeply loved by the Creator of all things. See you in the next video.